Chriscya, and today I'll be reading The Good Dinosaur by Disney Pixar. Arlo lived on a farm with his family at the base of Clawtooth Mountain. The little dinosaur was eager to help out so he could add his footprint to the family silo. But he was easily frightened of everything. Still, Papa was sure his son would one day earn his mark. But when Papa suddenly passed away, Arlo felt lost. Without Papa's help, how could Arlo ever make his mark? Life on the farm was hard. The family struggled to harvest their crops before the start of winter. One day, Arlo saw a critter taking the family food. Arlo knew Papa would have wanted him to scare the critter away. That's how he could earn his mark on the silo. Arlo chased after the critter. The two struggled and Arlo fell into the river. Arlo tumbled over and over and over again into the rushing water, and finally washed ashore far from home. Arlo was alone and scared, but he remembered Papa saying that he could always follow the river home. Arlo began to walk along the wild river. He was tired and hungry. The critter appeared again, and it had brought him fresh berries. They were delicious. The critter and Arlo soon became friends. They had fun together, blowing gophers out of the holes, and they took care of each other as they tried to find their way home. Arlo named the critter Spot. One night, Arlo ran through a meadow of tall grass. Hundreds of flickering fireflies rose into the sky. Arlo had learned all about fireflies from Papa. He missed Papa a lot. Spot understood how Arlo felt. Spot had also lost his family too, and the two friends were glad they had each other. The next day, Arlo and Spot continued on their way. Suddenly, a pack of pterodactyls attacked them. Their fearsome T-Rexes roared and scared the pterodactyls away. They would attack Arlo and Spot too. Luckily, the T-Rexes were friendly. In return, Arlo and Spot helped save their herd of longhorns, the raptors. Later, around a campfire, the T-Rexes told Arlo he'd shown real grit. Arlo had been scared, but he had proved that he was brave. He was proud of himself. Papa would have been proud of him too. The next day, Arlo saw Clawtooth Mountain. He was almost home. Arlo couldn't wait for his family to meet Spot. But the pterodactyls attacked again. They grabbed Spot and flew away. Arlo attacked them to the river and roared a mighty roar, scaring them away for good. A big storm was brewing, and Spot was soon caught in the flood. Arlo jumped into the river to save his friend. Arlo held Spot tight as they could plunge over a waterfall. The two friends came to shore, and at the base of the falls, they were safe, and Arlo was glad that their journey would soon be over. As Arlo and Spot went over the mountains past a human family came into view, Spot was curious and went to them. Arlo knew what he had to do. The dinosaur drew a big circle around all the humans. This would be Spot's new family. Arlo was sad to say goodbye to his friend, but he had let him go. Spot was where he belonged, and that made Arlo happy. Soon, Arlo was where he belonged too, back at the farm with his family. Arlo had found his way home, and he knew he had earned his mark. Papa would be very proud of him. See you next Friday at 7 p.m. sharp.
Yay! Yay, Chriscya!
If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, let me tell you, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need in just one place. With Anchor, you can record not just from your computer, but from your cell phone. You can have your podcast played on many different listening platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Look, with Anchor, it's free. Anchor is completely free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You would not be disappointed.